Okay, you go there. And, I can arrange you. You, of course, go this way. Yeah. Okay, what else have I got? Nothing else. How's my progress? Oh, over half. And requests. I mean, really? Do we have requests? Is that fair? I mean, it's a giant robot, alright? How much request can you have, really? Still need the chest area, the other leg, and to finish up this arm. Pretty good on the right side. I think the right side's all done. Need chests on the floor. Oh yeah, several. Hopefully some fruit or urns? No. Eh, 2 more chances. Hey, there we go. Urns. Gourds, I mean. Grass cake. I'll take it. Won't say no to a grass cake. Would have preferred a gourd. Grass cake is fine, too. Okay. So, give the grass cake to Ruben. Solid defense there, Ruben. And do I have anything to sell? No, I have Fruit of Eden. But yeah, I've got some stuff to sell. Oh yeah, and I wanted to, on your weapon, first of all, give you the Endurance +3. And might as well throw in... What is... Got nothing. And +3 against everything. Might as well throw an Undead Buster and Metal Breaker. I think the store's down here. No, that was probably the store. The store's the one that doesn't have a dude up close, but has a dude down at the bottom. Well, alright, this isn't the store, but hey. Anti-curse amulet, sure. Damn thing. No, I think that's the way out of here. Like, as in the entrance to the village. This also isn't the store, but hey, there's this thing. Anti-goo amulet. I mean, tons of stuff to sell. There's a dude right outside the door to the store. I know that. Really not a fan of this town's layout. Because... Nope. Because I don't know where... First of all, the camera sucks. You can't rotate it for shit. It's just very bad at what it does. There's the store. And secondly, it has me running around in circles trying to get to the stupid dungeon. That's just not a good layout. Still prefer it to Queens, though. Really hated that town's layout. Okay. Sell one of you. And sell you. Now then. Give me that fruit of Eden. There it is. And we are out. And I'm going to renege on that fan business, because it is hot in here. Is that really the low setting I put it on? Yeah, that's the low setting. Sounds loud to me. I blame you guys. It's clearly your fault how loud my fan is. Fucking July. This is what I get for existing in July. This is why summer's all wrong. Screw summer. Fall's good, spring is kind of bleh, winter's where it's at. It's nice and cool in the winter. And like, oh no, it's too cold. Fucking put on more clothes then. It's too hot. Well, yeah, I know, it's shitty. I'm all sweaty and shit, and I'm already basically wearing... Jesus Christ. See, they gave me 1 on one floor, and then that was like 10 right there. Like, really? This is a little... There's a bit of a contrast there. It's like, oh, it's too hot. Yeah, I know. It's muggy out. There's flies and bugs everywhere. Fucking... I'm all sweaty and uncomfortable. It's not like I can take off more clothes. I get arrested for doing that because there's children around and shit. You know, it's just bad time. There's no bugs in the winter. No one goes, ah, these terrible mosquitoes that exist in the snow. Nope. Shit's beautiful. Parts. I thought that said pants. And there's people who yell at Jesus. And there's people that yell at me for, like, complaining that a certain temperature is too hot. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's 27. They're like, 27's not that hot. And these are the same people that turn around and go, oh, it's fucking cold at 19. And I'm like, fuck you. 19's lovely. 19's the best. Anything below 20 is good in my book. Anything above 20 needs to fuck off. And obviously, I'm not going to complain about 20 or 21. FTL. The faster than light drive. Ooh. Meanwhile, I need to kill you for the chance that you have gunpowder. Taking extreme damage. Yeah, alright. Ooh, abs are full. Obviously, I'm not going to play... Oh, it's 21 degrees. Yeah, I'm not an idiot, alright? I'm not just going to bitch about it being 21. But, I will say, I'm more comfortable at 17 and 18 than I am at 21 and 22. So, fuck off. There was a day out here where it was 44. And it's like, that is not allowed. 44 is just... Like, even people I know who are like, man, you always bitch about how hot it is. 44, they're like, yeah, alright, that's... 44 is pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. There's a bit in the game Soma, which I've considered playing on the channel. Be a bitch to upload because the file size would be huge, though. But, first of all, I very much like the, existential and philosophical argument that they present, and I feel like that is worth talking about. Despite, me being generally just a moron, and therefore probably botching the argument horribly and not taking it seriously, I think it is thought-provoking and worth discussing, and a YouTube channel is as good a platform as any to address opinions on such a thing. However, there's a bit I always remember fondly-ish early in the game where it's describing the power suit, I think, or like the life support suit or something. And they say it's kept, like, internally. Hey, sweet. It's internally kept at a temperature of 40 degrees. And it's like, bro, that's not a comfortable working condition, alright? 40 degrees is miserable. To be, like, if you're outside and it's 40, you can at least, like, alright, give me that bottle of water. And it's livable. There's worse things in the world. But in a suit like that, in a power suit, to be artificially kept at 40 degrees, it's like, what is wrong with you? That's horrible. It's livable, but I don't want to do any legitimate work when it's 40 degrees out. I don't want to do anything when it's 40 degrees out, except bitch about how hot it is and wish it was cooler. I need the fucking unicycle in order to get up there. probably. Which is a shame, because that's where the water is. So you must be Mr. Unicycle. And, you know, 40 is just wrong. Skirt. 40 is wrong no matter which temperature you're looking at. Because in Celsius, the correct temperature, 40 is unbearably hot and terrible. Like, it gets 40 sometimes, don't get me wrong. And it sucks, but people can live in 40. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just miserable. It's like, I don't know, like, this guy was from the desert, so, like, he would experience 40-degree heat. You know, it'd be bad, but it's, you know, manageable. As far as Fahrenheit, the stupid temperature, that's really cold. It's not quite, it's like just above freezing. I think. Pretty sure it is. Ow! Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. Shit, there's 3 more Steves. No! But I need those Steves. And I was so close. Ah, he almost had water. Why did I wait to heal him until I got to the water? I should have known better. There's no real point now except getting everyone else, you know, filled up on water, I guess. Revival powder, that's what I need. Maybe one of these will be revival powder, like in a pure stroke of luck. That would be something, wouldn't it? Oh, this dude. Hi, is everybody happy? Whichever would you like? I'm gonna take the small box because there's a chance it'll be revival powder. Ah, fucking you suck. Well, that was all awful. Alright, everyone, drink up. You know the drill. Man, the Steves are right there. But my point is, 40 degrees Fahrenheit is just cool enough where you don't want to go outside working. It's like, how do I put it? It's like, I know what 40 feels like in both, but I don't know what 40 would be in the other's temperature range. So I think 40 would be in the 90s for Fahrenheit, and 40 degrees Fahrenheit is roughly probably like 8 or 10, maybe. These are rough estimates. To give you a brief idea, if you don't know what I'm referring to. Because you're not an idiot that uses Fahrenheit. Use a sensible measure of temperature. I'll defend some things that Imperial does, like inches. It's weird that the system is in base 12. It's like 12 inches to a foot, 3 feet to a yard, however many yards or feet it is to a mile. That's absurd. Like, kilometers and meters make way more sense. Foot is good to have. Alright? Metric doesn't really have an equivalent to feet. Because it's 3 feet to a yard, and a yard and a meter are roughly the same. A meter and a foot are completely different. You can't compare the two. And carrot cookie. What? Oh. I know who gets that. Might as well do the Steves while I'm here. Like Fahrenheit, the Imperial measurement system is dumb. I like that there's something between inch and yard, because there really isn't anything between centimeter and meter. And there's a point where, you know, like, and there is decimeter, but nobody uses that. If you use decimeter, people look at you like you're weird. Scorpion jerky, yay! So yeah, I like that there is a middle thing. I'm not saying, you know, it's good that it's base 12. I think that's stupid as hell. I do like that there is a middle part, though. You know, metric, I stand by metric would be better if it had a middle part like that. Because it's like, there's a weird period, like, you can say half a meter, but, like, 25 centimeters. It's like, can we not just have a unit of measure for that, so we're not saying 25 or 37? You can be like, a blurn and a half or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, blurn, it's 15 centimeters or something, alright? You know, something sensible. Or just make decimeters more common. Like, that's 8 decimeters. It's like, okay, so it's 80 centimeters. That's almost a meter. We got it. Just something. It's still better than... And, you know, as much as... Again, I will say, you know, first of all, what is this? TIR right. Okay, so it's the right one. So I'm guessing, you know, looks like it goes there. Sure looks like it goes there. So I'm going to assume it does. Can this be moved? It can be moved down one. I'm going to assume this needs to be moved down one. Just so that this middle section's his stomach area. Alright. What else have I got? Are you a character? No. Oh, but you are an eye. I can give you to this guy. Yeah. Ooh, there's an event there now. But yeah, the mile thing is fucking stupid. It's something like 1,572 feet to a mile. It's like, that's moronic. I don't know who the fuck came up with that, but that's just stupid. Kilometer makes so much more sense. There's an event over at the head. This is the part that goes on the head. Cool, ain't it? Careful not to slip. Boss. Tickets you asked for. I got them. Good job. Whee! Admission tickets. I wish I could have held on a bit and seen what it said. I think it said Coliseum on it. Now we enter where the Coliseum competition's held. Finally, we're moments away from storming into the Coliseum. Let's go for it. Are we? Right, let's do it. Fuck a handshake. I like that guy. That guy's rad. That guy probably uses metric. I have been told, though, that yards are actually pretty useful for building things, like in construction. I don't know how he justified that, because I'm not an engineer, and this guy was. But, yeah, and he did contract work for homes. So, you know, I figure if anyone knows, it's him. But yeah, he was like, no, surprisingly, yards are way better than meters. They just work for building, and nothing else. I'm like, if you say so. Maybe it is the rule of 3. I don't know. I imagine that's all it could be. There's something about in building where... Because a meter, you know, it's 100 centimeters. So, you can chop it up into 10, you can chop it in half, you can chop it into 4. You can't chop it into 3 so much. Maybe there's something in construction that's way more useful for being able to chop it into 3. Because that's what a yard is. It's 3 feet. So you can just chop it into 3 and you're good to go. Everything's a foot once you chop it into 3. Divide evenly. That's the only thing. And there's also a halfway point, because it's 72 inches? Yeah.